students, welcome to virtual class of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai Education Department. I am Mrs. Akshata Kale and today we will learn English. Come on students, let us begin our lesson. Let us learn English of Standard 5th and the lesson's name is 32 Helen Keller. Dear children, here you can see in the picture the wax model of Helen Keller. This is the story of a child who became completely deaf and blind before she had learned to talk. Because of her own courage and also that of her wonderful teacher, she learned to talk and write. She was able to go to school and to college and to live a full and happy life. Dear children, we will go through her life story. The story of my life, Helen Keller. Yes, she has written the autobiography of her life. Here, autobiography means writing her own story, her life experience, her feelings, etc. Got this? This is the story of courage, patience, and struggle. Here, courage means dhairya, patience means sahanashilata, and struggle means continuous mehnat. Got this, children? Shall we proceed to the story? Helen was born in 1880 in a small town in the southern USA, means in southern United States of America. At 18 months, when she was beginning to talk, she suddenly became terribly ill and very nearly died. When she recovered, she was completely deaf and blind. Dear children, here deaf means behri and blind means andhi. Okay? Because of this sudden sickness, she became deaf and blind. It is very difficult for a deaf child to learn to talk. Most babies learn by hearing other people talking. But the deaf child cannot hear anyone, so how can she know what talking sounds like? Many deaf children learn to lip read and they become very clever at understanding what other people are saying or by watching them. But Helen could not see what other people were doing. She remembered a few words she had known before she was ill. For instance, she went on calling water wa wa. But she had to make signs for most things. She would shake her head for no and nod for yes. A pull meant come and a push go. But of course she could say very little like this and she depended entirely on other people. Yet Helen had an active mind and a clever brain and wanted to do and say everything any other child would. She used to get into terrible tempers when she could not explain what she meant or understand what others wanted. Yes, यह कभी कभी वो बहुत 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 गुस्सा हो जाती थी. क्यों? उसको जब ये सामने वाला अंडरस्टैंड नहीं करता था, अदरवाइज सामने वाले की बात उसको मालूम नहीं पड़ती थी, तभी वो बहुत गुस्सा हो जाती थी. ओके? When Helen was nearly 7, Annie Sullivan came to teach her and look after her. This clever and devoted teacher changed Helen's life. Annie Sullivan herself had been nearly blind and had been at a school for blind people. There, Annie Sullivan had learned the finger spelling method. She felt sure that this was the only way to talk to Helen and teach her to say what she wanted. Because Helen could not see her making the signs, she would spell the words onto her pupil's hand. Helen had become very sensitive to the feel of things, much more sensitive than most people are. She could soon tell the difference between the feel of one letter and another letter. Miss Salvan gave Helen a doll, and when she gave it, she spelled the letter D-O-L-L onto Helen's hand. You can see here, right? She did this with the names of other things such as cat, C-A-T, and glass, G-L-A-S-S. Helen obediently spelled them back, but she did not understand what it all meant, and she soon grew bored and unhappy. Daily same thing हो रहा था, हम लोग भी बोर हो जाते हैं ना. Like that, she also became bored. She would not try anymore, and poor Annie Sullivan did not know what to do next. Then one day, Miss Sullivan took Helen outside to the water pump. See here, you can hand pump, right? As the water spilled into Helen's mug and overflowed on her hand, Miss Sullivan spelled W-A-T-E-R on her other hand. Suddenly, Helen's face lit up. She understood that W-A-T-E-R was the name of this cold, wet stuff, and it came to her in a flash that everything has a name. Yes, dear children, at this moment she came to know that each thing has its own name. Now she got the point, right? Touching her little sister, she spelled B-A-B-Y, baby, which was one of the words Miss Sullivan had shown her. All that day and for days after, Helen darted from one thing to next, demanding that Miss Sullivan should spell their names for her. She became so excited she could hardly control herself. At last, words began to have a meaning for her. She then learned the names of actions as well as things. Sit, stand, run, walk, and then descriptions of things and actions. Hard, soft, quickly, slowly. From then on, she was able to learn as any child does. Now, dear children, she came to know about each and everything now, right? Only Helen spelled words with her fingers instead of saying them aloud. Although she made noises, she still could not talk. Now that she had started to learn, Helen, with her quick brain and good memory, learned very fast indeed. She learned to spell words incredibly fast. Incredibly means unbelievable. Okay? And soon she and her beloved teacher could have a long conversations. Wherever they went, Miss Sullivan described things to her and told her what people were saying. Helen soon learned to write on a special frame with ridges to keep the lines straight, and later she learned to type. She began to read Braille books. The next thing was to learn to talk aloud. For this, she had a special teacher who taught her how to move her lips and tongue. Helen quickly learned to talk also and to listen to people speaking by putting her sensitive fingers on their lips and throats. This meant that she could talk with people who did not know the finger spelling method, so long as they spoke distinctly. All this was hard work, needing endless patience by both pupil and teacher, and long practice. In time, she could talk, read and write, and even learn to speak French and German. Now, Helen was determined to go to university and take a degree. When she was 20, she sat for the entrance examination of Radcliffe College, one of the best colleges in America. The papers were set in Braille and she typed her answers. Of course, she could not read what she had written. She had to take a chance that she had made no mistakes. She had no difficulty in passing the examination and entering Radcliffe College. Miss Sullivan was with Helen all through her time at the university. In the end, this girl who at 7 had lived in a dark world, unable to hear or speak, won high university honors. See here, Helen Keller was the first deaf and blind to win high university honors. Throughout her life, she helped other blind people to find courage. Helen Keller worked for the American Foundation for the Blind for more than 40 years. She traveled all over the world inspiring everyone by her example. Helen lived to a ripe old age of 88. She passed away in 1968. Helen Keller died on June 1st, 1968. She passed away because of her old age. Yes, dear children, Helen's life inspired many people to do many different things to help others. Yes, dear children, this is the biography of Helen Keller. Got this? Here, the story of my life. This is written by Helen Keller. This is called Autobiography of Helen Keller. Yes, if you want to listen or if you want to read this, you can go to Google and you can type autobiography of Helen Keller and you can go through this. Okay, and if you want to listen to the speech of Helen Keller, then also you can go to Google and type speech of Helen Keller and you can hear the original speech made by Helen Keller. Okay. Yes, dear children, I want to tell you something about the Braille script. See, this is a Braille script. Okay. Here, this system of writing is called as Braille. Here you can see the English alphabets A, B, C, D up to Z and numbers also from 0 to 9. Isn't it? And here some different pattern or some arrangements you can see above each alphabet. That is nothing but Braille alphabet. This is A, this is B. Got this? Here you can see this is hash, this is 0, this tells 1. Got this, children? Braille characters make use of raised dots created on paper. Can you see here the dark ones? These are nothing but raised dots. Each alphabet is a proper pattern. Correct? Means here you can see 6 dots in each alphabet and some are raised. Got this? I will tell you in proper manner. See here, each character has a fixed number and arrangement of dots. Here you can see there are 6 rounds, correct? And only the first one, that is raised, that is nothing but A. This is A alphabet in Braille script. Now see this. Here you can see 2 raised dots, that is nothing but B. Okay, this tells that is B in Braille script. Here you can see C. See the arrangement of the raised dots, they are in horizontal position. In B they are in vertical position. Correct? Now see, this is D. Here you can see 3 dots are raised in this position. Got this, children? Like this, each alphabet has some peculiar raised dots so that the blind man can easily read. Each character has a fixed number and arrangement of dots. See here. Observe this. Here from 1, see here, A is equal to 1, B 2, C 3, right? Like that up to 9. Correct? Here we can see up to I. But these are numbers and these are alphabets. Got this? This is called Braille script, used by blind people to read the information. Or see, they use their fingertips to feel the raised dots so that they can read. Now dear children, we will move to the exercise part. Write the answers to the following questions. First one, how did Helen overcome her handicaps? Yes, she was deaf and she was blind, isn't it? How she overcame her problems? Answer is, Helen overcame her handicaps with courage, patience, and struggle. She also had a wonderful and devoted teacher to help her. Yes, the credit goes to her teacher named Annie Salvan, isn't it? Second, what happened when Helen was 18 months old? You know the story now. When Helen was 18 months old, she suddenly became terribly ill and nearly died. When she recovered, she was completely deaf and blind. Right? Next question, third one. Why is it difficult for a deaf child to learn to talk? Deaf means सुनने को नहीं आता है, isn't it? Answer. Most babies learn by hearing other people talking. But as a deaf child cannot hear anyone, it is difficult for him or her to learn to talk. जब भी हम लोग दूसरों का बात सुनते हैं, वर्ड्स सुनते हैं, तभी क्या करते हैं, हम लोग बोल पाते हैं. बट what happens in this case? वो लोग सुन ही नहीं पाते हैं, राइट? जो बहरे रहते हैं वो सुन ही नहीं पाते, देन उनको कैसे मालूम पड़ेगा कि किसको क्या बोलते हैं, राइट? Fourth one, Helen Keller's life is the story of dash. Here three options are given. First one, a blind woman. Second, courage and patience. C, a helpless, unfortunate girl. Come on, tell me which is the right one here. Yes, you are right. Helen Keller's life is the story of B, that is courage and patience. Isn't it? Next question, fifth one. How did Helen Keller help other blind people? How she helped? Helen helped other blind people to find courage. She traveled all over the world inspiring everyone by her example. Okay? Next one is complete the following. This is from your textbook. One example is given here, that is patient, patience. Yes, here the form is changed. Patient, patience. Like that. There are three more questions, that is attend. The answer is attendance. Next, enter, entrance. Differ, difference. Got this, children? Okay. Now we'll move to the next one. Write opposite words for the following. Here we have selected some words from the paragraph. Okay, we will try to find out the opposite words for these words. Old. The opposite for old is new, isn't it? Second, up. The opposite for up is down, correct? Next, careful. Opposite is careless, isn't it? Careful, careless. Next, happy. Yes, you know the answer. The opposite word for happy is unhappy, right? Next, slowly. Opposite is quickly or fast. Beautiful. Opposite is Yes, you are right. Ugly. Hard. The opposite is soft. Correct? Good. Write plural words for the following. Plural means many, isn't it? One, many. Correct? We will go through. College means one college. Plural, many colleges. Right? College, colleges. Baby, one baby, many babies. See the spelling. Y is replaced by IES. Here only S is added in college to make it plural, but in baby Y is replaced by IES. Right? Next one, man. And the plural is men. This is irregular plural. Got this? Here MAN, here MEN means many. Okay? Shape. Shapes. Easy one. Only S is added here. House. Houses. Again S is added. Finger. Fingers. Right? Teacher. Teachers. Here also only S is added to make it plural. Right? Thank you, dear children. Yes, please read the lesson 2 or 3 times. Okay? And if you want to get more information about Helen Keller, go to net and search. Okay?
Thank you very much for being a part of this lesson. Please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon to get new updated videos.